What's up, guys? Talton Robertson back at it again. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a review of the Eyoyo Bluetooth Ring Barcode Scanner. So let's jump right into it. All right, guys. So before I jump into this review, let's first start off with what is the use of your barcode scanner. So I use a barcode scanner, a Bluetooth barcode scanner, in particular for my business because it allows me to scan barcodes for products that I am looking to sell, primarily books and DVDs. These are the main two things that I am currently selling. So these are the two main things that I'm going to talk about. But having a Bluetooth scanner and a scanning app will allow you to sell more books because you are able to find more good books per hour. So you're just maximizing whatever your efforts are with the use of tools and technology. But today's review is going to be on the Eyoyo Bluetooth ring scanner, just like the one I have in my hand here. Now, if you're interested in getting this scanner, I will leave a link in the description below. Feel free to click that and go ahead over to Amazon and copy one of these bad boys for about 75 bucks. Depending on, whether you have Prime or not, you can get it in 2 to 3 days, maybe even overnight. So be sure to check that out, and I'm going to give you the full layout of this scanner. So, this scanner right here is very small. You can see how small it is. It fits on my finger. It's very small, It's like a big wedding ring. But relatively small for scanners because some of them can be quite bulky, about the size of an iPhone. So, this one in particular I like because of how small it is. Now, this particular one actually rotates. So you can actually change whether you're using it on your left or your right hand. So if I want to use it on my left hand, I'm going to click it here, and then you can see the little red light. I don't want to blind you with it, but you can see it. And if I want to use it on my right hand, I'll just simply turn it around and switch hands. So that's one thing I do like about it, because sometimes when you're scanning, you don't want to use the same hand every single time. But most of the time you do, because most of the time the books are going to be oriented, or the DVDs are going to be oriented in the same fashion, usually with the spine out, just like the books I have on the shelf behind me. So it makes sense to come behind them and scan, 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 scan. Now, another cool thing I really like about the Eyoyo in particular is the fact that it has a vibrating function. This is really good for when you're scanning because you're not going to miss any barcodes. If your scanner has a little vibrate when you're scanning a book, then you know that you properly scan that barcode. And it just really helps with not missing books. Some barcode scanners do not offer this. And I have a Opticon 2006. This is a high dollar scanner, but it does not offer the feature of vibration on scan. So that is a huge benefit for this one. Now, another thing I really like about this one is that I have 3 extra fingers here. Technically 4, my thumb, which you have to use your thumb when scanning. There's your button. But I do have 3 other fingers that I can use. So with these 3 fingers, I can, hold a book, scan, or just use my fingers to help move the books along in the right direction as I'm scanning through them. Another cool thing about this is that, yes, it does look like a fat wedding ring if you were just walking in. Someone would probably be like, "Oh, what's on your finger?" But you can flip it upside down, and if you have it oriented the correct way, like this, you can see now it just looks like a band on my hand, and I can hit that scan. So now you're able to scan in stealth mode. That's awesome. One of the best things I really like about this is how stealthy it is. And when you order it and you get it, it's going to come with an instruction manual. I have it somewhere. I'm not going to grab it, pull it out. It's got a bunch of different things in there, as far as your modes and the sounds and whatnot. I turn the sounds off because I don't want to attract more attention than necessary, because I'm in the middle of working. I want to be as efficient as possible, and I want to find as many products as possible in the shortest amount of time that I can flip for a profit. So I highly recommend this scanner. It does feature an on and off button, which is nice. Now, if I compared it to my Opticon, the Opticon does have like a button you can press for on and off, but it's a multi-function button. Depending on how long you hold it, it does different things. This one's pretty simple because it's just on and off. Can't beat that. On and off. And then, you have your scan button. So, and I do like how the scan button's yellow. It makes it really easy to see if you're fumbling or fiddling around with it, like you're in between stores and you're, taking it off, charging it, and then, getting to your next store, taking it off the charger, trying to put it back on your hand. So, I do like the yellow button because I know when I put it on which hand I need to put it on. So, uh, as far as the scan speed goes, I would say it's comparable with any other scanner. It doesn't scan slow by any means. And in all honesty, I believe this one may be even faster than my Opticon. Um, I've never done a speed test, but it does scan lightning fast. Now, as far as prices go, $75 for a scanner is not bad. Do they make cheaper scanners? Yes. And actually, Eyoyo actually has cheaper scanners than this one. But this is going to be the one that I recommend, because for $75, you're getting a small, lightweight, compact scanner that can be used stealthy. And these are all factors when it comes to sourcing. You want to be stealthy because you don't want to draw unwanted attention, because you don't necessarily want people to come and talk to you and ask you what you're doing if you're in a hurry and you're just trying to, knock out as many scans per hour as possible. Now, granted, if someone does come over and ask me what I'm doing, I'll tell them, hey, I have a book business. That's how I typically phrase it. I say, I have a book business and I am looking for inventory that my customers are currently searching for. That's always how I phrase it. Um, if they ask more questions, like, what do you have on your phone? Like, how do you do that? I'll give them a couple more details and I'll tell them, hey, I have a database downloaded on my phone, and I have triggers set up to where I can find the items that my customers are looking for. And so I don't really dive too deep into where I'm selling my products, because I could tell them, hey, I sell it on Amazon. I could tell them I sell it on eBay. I could tell them I sell it on Facebook Marketplace. It really doesn't matter. The purpose of you going out and getting books is for you to make money. So really, the details don't matter. If someone asks what you're doing, just tell them, hey, you're shopping for your business. That's what I do. And, if they ask you more questions about your business and you want to engage in them, then do so. But that is off topic completely. I'm here to do the review of this. So, with that being said, I've had this scanner for a year now, approximately, maybe a little more, but it's still in immaculate condition. We use this every week. I mean, it gets used 15, 20, or 30 hours a week, depending on the week. Now, granted, I am part-time currently, because I have some other obligations that I'm currently working on, but that does not mean that this scanner does not get used. So I have a team of about 4 guys that I currently work with to help me source my inventory, and one of them typically has this. So, and I've used it. I like it. It's really great. Now, as far as charging it goes, micro USB, uh, pretty standard, charge cable. It's really easy to charge it because like a lot of devices use micro USB. And if you don't have one of those cables that have the different attachments so that you can change it out, I would also recommend that, because sometimes I need to charge, say, my iPhone, and I also need to charge this, not necessarily at the same time, but in the same day. And then so when that's occurring, I want to be able to just switch out the top little part of the plug and then charge it. So that would be a big tip that I will, put you guys onto. Um, but yeah, I love the Yo-Yo. So as far as quality goes, it gets a 10 out of 10 in my book. Pretty durable. Um, as far as speed goes, I'd also give it a 10 out of 10. Is there anything I don't like about it? No, honestly not. It's a great product. And when it comes in at the $75 price point, this is going to be an excellent scanner for anyone who wants to just dip their toes in the water. And I highly recommend dipping your toes in the water. Don't think just because I'm going all out on selling on Amazon that you have to. You can start with as little as 3 to 4 hours a week. We're talking maybe 1 hour every day after work. You can do that. Anyone can do that. It's all about what you want to do and what steps you need to take to succeed. So, I think that concludes my review of the Yo-Yo. If you found any of this knowledge helpful, go ahead, hit that like button because I know you want to. Also, if you have any other recommended products that you think are better than this, leave a comment below because I'm always looking for better and newer products. And shout out to Eyoyo. They actually reached out to me, asking questions. I had no idea that Eyoyo would do that, but they actually reached out to me and mentioned that they want more reviews, and I told them I'd happily do it. I didn't ask them for any money or anything. I just told them I would do it for them. So that is my good deed for the day, and hopefully it also helps you out because now I've given you one of the cheaper options on buying a Bluetooth scanner, which is going to enable you to source more books per hour and really make the most out of your time when it comes to this Amazon business, especially when you're in the business of selling books or DVDs. But besides the point, you can also use this on your computer for any product. So if you don't sell books or DVDs, just know that you can use this, hook up the Bluetooth to your computer, and scan products into Amazon using this or into a listing software, which is also cool. I personally use a listing software. So, anyways, if you got all of the value that I hope that you have got from this video, I want you to also hit the subscribe button and make sure that you stay tuned so that you don't miss any of my content. So that's it, folks. Let's stay out there. Let's keep the hustle up. And I wish you all the best luck. All right, guys. Have a good one.